Okay.
Can't have logos.
I just went live.
Oh.
Because we were trying to wait for you.
I was just going to tell, go live.
Yeah, but,
Boy. Hey, dog.
Cujo's coming out here, guys.
Ooh-wee.
Kidding, your dog just... And that's why we don't make fun of dogs, because they come up and literally bite your ankles and
Are
trip
you okay?
I'm good.
Are
You
you
good?
sure?
I'm good.
Awesome.
Fuck. You know what?
So this is how the chair was sinking into the ground last week. Keith broke it. Keith broke the chair.
Hey, everybody. I'm here with the Triple C Collective. How are all of you?
I'm gonna throw your handle in there.
Yeah. Thank you. I am supporting another geeky jersey this week. My Monroeville zombie one. Because, we're doing another spooky podcast. So, I figured why not go with zombies. I had the Reaper last week. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
I'm trying to get this chair.
Oh, no. I get it. That's why.
We can move back if you want. Like, so you're not in the hole.
I think this should be good.
Okay, I hope. Please don't break it again.
I'm going down. Okay. You know what?
Have this one. Have this chair.
I think it's just uneven here.
Have this chair.
Okay.
Technical difficulties with the chair. Wow. You broke this one too, my dude.
No, I didn't.
It's not necessarily broken, but...
Careful.
Is it falling in?
A little bit, but it's okay.
I'm still falling in.
Hey, Tess. Thanks for coming on.
Hey.
Awesome. Okay.
So, wow, that was a wild
the whole
ride.
thing.
Welcome to Mr. Toad's Wild Ride here to begin.
Keith is still very hungover from last night. He had like a crazy block party.
Ooh.
Where he just drank a whole crap ton of tequila.
Oh,
dude, I'm still feeling it right now.
I quit drinking tequila in 2002.
I would show you how the bowl was.
I was in 7th grade, if you do math correctly. Get it.
Oh.
But no, it's actually been a long time since I've drank tequila.
Oh, pat, Keith.
Huh?
Tessa said pat, Keith.
What's pat, Keith?
Pat.
Oh. I don't know what that means.
So Tessa does live streaming, and she does her live streams on Twitch mainly, but she has like different I don't know what they're called, but they're different things where if you like put it into the chat, different things will happen. So like one, if you have like, I think it's called cotton candy lights. If you do like the certain like hashtag or @ or something like that, her light will change colors.
Oh.
And like one of them is pat, and it's nothing like crazy that'll happen. It's just like something that all of her followers just like automatically go for. Chat commands, that's what they're called. And it's just like it's something everyone knows. One of them is like ! lurk. It's just like to let someone know you're there.
Alright, I've seen the lurking one before.
So I mean,
then, with context now, that's really funny. It makes a lot more sense to me.
That's why like pat is like head pats. So it's like okay, pat Keith.
Oh,
nice. Like they're there. What time did they pick the bowl up last night? What? What time did they pick the bowl up? The bowl?
The bowl or the bowl?
I think the bowl. The bowl 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah, like
orange?
Like yeah. Well, it don't yeah. This means bullshit in sign language, fun fact. But if it's bowl, it was 10 o'clock.
Yep. I was still drinking. Tell me why. So my neighbors did not sleep through the night. I went in at like 2 a.m. I was already hammered. I couldn't stand up in one spot. So my neighbors had to. Um,
She's just asking what time did you fall from the bowl?
what time did I fall? Oh, I fell multiple times from the bowl. Let me tell you, I did it 5 times, and each time, let me tell you, my neighbors, they were drinking, and this morning they were still up drinking, and I walked over there. I'm like, "What's up?" And you know, what I mean, it's a typical, come on, come in, get in here, and I started. They gave me some more tequila. They said, "Come on, one more for the." I'm like, "Listen, man,
Hilarious, just like LMAO.
I can't do this, man. I'm still feeling it. Like I thought I was I'm gonna wake up drunk, but I didn't. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the worst part's when you go to bed and you're spinning in a circle. You're like,
the amount of times that he grabbed the dog last night.
It's like the Kid Cudi song. Oh, why I drink so much? It's so much. It's just like the ending.
Maybe if we find the video, we'll show it to you, everyone on here.
Of you riding the bull?
Yeah.
I can have that be our last thing of the night.
Okay. Yeah, okay. If you guys stick around, you'll see me ride the bull. I will put it, but you guys all have to stick around and we will show it to you.
Never stop moving when drinking. That's what Tessa said.
Oh, I stopped. And I'm still moving without... I still feel like I'm moving without moving.
You're like Doctor Strange entering the astral plane.
Here's something for everyone. If you want to see me hammered and riding a bull, then
Stick around till the end, because I'm uploading
it to Tijuana, and that's how it'll happen.
What?
You want to get you drunk and ride a bull? Go down to Tijuana.
You want to see Keith drunk and riding a bull? Stick around to the end, because I'm uploading it so I can show you guys the video. So let's jump right into... Oh my god. What is she doing? Let's jump into the scary stuff. So I kind of forgot some videos last week that I wanted to show you guys. Tessa said bet. Alright.
What time did we start? We just started now because technical difficulties.
Yeah, to say the least. But yeah, there's some videos I wanted to show you. Let's start with the first one.
Get it.
Okay, so this one is in a different language. There are English captions. So I will play it I'll play it once. It's a 3-minute video, and then we'll kind of recap on what happened.
The curve. Is that a film?
The true story that occurred on 12th of July of 2003. David, I don't know how to say that last name, and a couple of his friends went scouting for a location for his next move called Virus. The footage was recorded. David's camera...
Se ficares aqui perdidos, ficamos sem o hotel limpo.
Tenho a sensação de já passaste por aqui.
Eu tenho essa certeza, percebes? Quem é que te manda a ti acreditar em bruxas, Tânia, por amor de Deus?
Eu até nem acredito nessas merdas, desculpa lá.
Então qual é o stress?
Olha, não sei, acho que vocês ficam mais confiáveis com essas histórias.
Eu tenho telemóvel e tenho guita no telemóvel, então posso chamar.
Esta história é muito...
Então, mas está ali alguém?
Olha a minha vizinha. Vou usar. Pá, se não parar, ela está aqui sozinha.
Estás parvo aqui, continua, Tiago.
Ela está aqui sozinha, não é um bocado estranho aqui.
Para, deixa vir, já que... Pode ser ajeitosa. Não sei...
Boa noite.
Olá!
Boa noite.
Quando é que vai? Está bem, pode vir? O carro é teu?
Não há problema nenhum.
Siga. Então, estás bem?
Eu fico já ali à frente.
Ok.
Vamos.
Então vai.
O que estás aqui a fazer estas horas, pá? O que estás aqui a fazer estas horas?
Já, pode ficar um bocado incomodada com a câmera.
Está melhor desligar esta vez.
Então, mas aconteceu alguma coisa? Como é que te chamas? Não sei nem se o teu nome.
Teresa.
Aconteceu alguma coisa lá atrás? Estás com a semana ligada outra vez?
Oh, David.
Desliga lá isso.
Mas tens a certeza que estás bem? Não queres ver nada? Aliado? ali há queres ver alguma coisa? Está tudo bem?
Sim, quero ficar sentado.
Estou a tentar perceber o que é que se passa. Tem razão.
Diz-me lá o que é que queres que eu veja?
Ali.
É assim tão.
O quê? Estão a ver ali?
Sim.
Ali ao fundo? Porque foi ali que eu tive um acidente.
Okay. So that's pretty much the whole video. Basically the ending is just like a recap of what happened, and that it was just like, here's English
think
subtitles.
It is fake. Think about it. They're doing a film, okay? Already with the camera, like it was already blurred. So I get it. That's a typical out of focus stuff. At nighttime using night vision stuff. But what I feel like is that the way the camera kept going up and down, like kind of like it looked like those stitches that you can get on Instagram or something to
The
where,
reels.
yeah, where you can make it go like reel up and down. But like if you really think about it too, it's like, come on, like out of nowhere when she turned, she finally had all that stuff on, and then they did it again after the camera cut, and then they cut back to it. And first of all, who just pulls up to anybody on the side of the street and says, "Come on, get in the car"?
Well, that right there, in some countries, not the U.S. obviously, because bad things can happen, but in some countries, like that's not unusual to pick up hitchhikers.
Yeah, no, unless you want to be in a movie.
Like I said, not in the U.S., but
So watching it the entire time, I had nothing but the straight flashback of being thrown into the movie Wreck,
Yeah,
quarantine,
and surprisingly, their movie was talking about called Virus. They were just off the scene.
Fair
exactly.
enough.
So like, and what that is like the original movie Wreck is originally, I believe, shot in Mexico and in Spanish and stuff. So that's why like watching this, like wherever it was, Russian, Polish, like somewhere on that like Eastern European block there or whatever, was very it just felt familiar. I was like, oh, cool! Like they shot a sequel to Wreck here. Like this is sweet. Because it was cool, it was creepy, it was the exact same thing, like the night vision on found footage stuff that like was what the big hit from like Blair Witch Project to Paranormal Activity to even Romero himself got into it with Diary of the Dead. Like he even got into his own found footage stuff. So like, I mean, that's what this is. It's a found footage short, again from Europe somewhere. That I really liked. It's cool. It's reminiscent of a bunch of other like kind of found footage things that you've seen before. So I liked it. Don't necessarily think it's real. I think people really could crash and people could really pick up hitchhikers and they could end up in a crash.
Yeah.
Totally. I think those things are related. I didn't. The makeup almost looked like it was.
It looked like it was like made in the cuts in between each of those things.
The makeup was bad. The makeup was bad at the end there.
It was like too CGI.
It literally, it almost looked like they were able to be like, hey, we can do like 8 bits or squares of stuff and it's gonna work because it's night vision.
Right.
And it's like, well, blood doesn't drip in squares, so
Fair enough.
And there wasn't enough depth to be like, oh, like it's a hole and it's decayed like that. Again, you don't decay in squares, but I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Come
I'm not
on,
a doctor.
what if some people do?
I'm not a doctor. I'm just a guy watching some videos.
See, I know the video's fake. I have heard of some people like picking up hitchhikers, and then the person who gets into the car, they just like talk to, and then they're just not there because they didn't pick up anybody. It was just a ghost. But as far as like getting into the crash, seeing the person on camera, getting the camera messing up, stuff like that, I mean that's all movies.
Basically.
Smoke and mirrors.
Which is interesting because our next topic, if you guys don't have anything else to add.
Got nothing.
I'm good.
Okay. Our next topic actually made the news in Texas. So there was a video in Texas that had caught the news's attention. Basically, what it's named, the video is actually named Wolfman. It was at a zoo. It was in the surroundings of a zoo. And yeah, we'll just see what they have to say about that.
They caught on camera a mystery in Texas. What is this strange figure that people are trying to figure out?
Yeah, so there's aliens now, there's monkeypox. What about Wolfman? Yeah, this is really, you guys, sometimes this job is just too much. It's trying me today. Here's some video, though.
This one is trying you today?
Yeah, it's trying me. This is from Amarillo, Texas. Amarillo, Texas. It shows an unknown figure walking around a perimeter fence at the Amarillo Zoo. The creature is wolf-like, I guess. It, to me, sort of looks like the Sonic before they, had to fix it. Anyway, it was spotted at around 1 a.m. in May 21st. Apparently, there was no sign of entry into the zoo. No animals or people were harmed. The city is now encouraging people to submit ideas for what they think it might be, saying, quote, "We just want the Amarillo community to have fun with this."
No.
And it's the internet, so good luck with that not backfiring, but we'll keep you posted. I liked your thought, Pedro, that it was chupacabra.
Yeah, chupacabra.
I liked it almost as much as how well you pronounce that.
You did really well, though. I just know, if it's something serious, again, have fun with it, but
Yeah.
someone...
Okay, they're just making fun of the way he says chupacabra at this point.
Sonic on crack.
So, what do you guys think?
Um,
Let's pull up the picture real quick again.
please pull up that picture one more time. And
Let me get the closed captioning out of here. There we go.
so
So that's what you're looking at.
So let me just say, I'm gonna put my phone up right now, and I'm gonna tell you what I see is a Pokemon, and not a werewolf.
Oh, damn.
Tell me what you see there is not what you see on my phone. Look at there. Look at my phone. There, and my
Oh
phone.
my god.
Tell me you don't see that.
Oh my god.
Tell me that's not the silhouette. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone out there, that is what we see.
Let's make you big.
Because that is without a doubt what we are seeing.
Show
everyone.
them.
So this is what we got here. Here, let me.
I wanna be the
The
very
very best.
I have the name
No
Zigzagoon.
one
I know
ever was.
anyone who plays Pokemon, that's the wrong name. I just left him there. But that's the guy that we see there. It's a Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. So
No,
you
guys
know
are
what?
I'm gonna
nerds.
watch that tonight now. Just because I
Not
haven't.
that.
It's on Netflix.
There we go.
I know all of them. Well, the original one.
Yeah,
In,
the
Indigo.
original.
Yeah, Indigo. Well, I think it's just some joke someone did.
The reason why I was laughing though is actually the anchor who's like, "Yeah, they're testing me today. They're trying me today." Like it's like, "Whoa, dude! Like, hey, like, have fun with this. Like, I don't know, rub some funk on it or something. Like, have a good time."
I don't know what that is, honestly.
Oh,
I'm
no,
telling
it's
you,
totally
it's the
real.
Pokemon. It's the Pokemon.
Real life Pokemon.
I think it's just a joke.
Not Wolfman,
We've seen
but
Detective
Pokemon.
Pikachu.
I
Detective
actually haven't
Pikachu.
watched that.
Detective Pikachu was terrible.
I loved it. I loved every little bit of it. It was so nostalgic for me.
I don't think we can be friends
it
if you
hit-
thought
it-
that was good.
It hit me on all the right notes for it. I loved it.
Okay.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know what it, but I do agree. He said it looks like Sonic before they made
Yeah.
the change.
That's
It
also
does.
right,
That's
true.
bogus.
It does.
Though. Gotta go fast.
Speaking on the Sonic issue, I love how how everyone bullied a production studio into changing something purely so they would get people to watch it.
Have you guys
But-
seen Chippendale Rescue Rangers?
No, I
No.
haven't, and I don't
Oh,
want to even
no.
talk about it.
I like how this is supposed to be scary. We're sitting here
No, it's not even
laughing.
supposed to be scary.
I mean,
The
you know what?
podcast?
No, but we're,
Chippendale.
No,
we're
referring to the-
conquering fears, though. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Okay,
For
fair.
people who can't sleep at night because this scares them. We'll make some jokes out of it.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the audience. What does the audience have to say about this? Funny thing is, this was a video. I don't have my glasses on. And they published it.
Just the picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a video.
So okay, yeah. If you look at the caption, It says mystery wolfman creature caught on video outside Armadillo Zoo.
Oh, okay.
And they never show you the video. They just show you the
It's
picture.
literally just a picture.
Because it was fast. Because it was Sonic.
Gotta go fast,
They just saw and they were able to slow it down. They caught him.
Next video, please. Okay, well. So the next one's not a video. It's actually just a couple of pictures that I'm going to show you guys. It's... Okay. Okay, we can start there.
What the heck?
So this is a playground.
I
Ignore the person that's standing there, because they're not a part of the story at all. But this looks just like a normal playground, right? This is Maple Hill Park in Arizona. It's surrounded by limestone, which, if you know anything about anything with paranormal, limestone is a really bad stone to be around with when you don't want paranormal energy, because it supposedly just like feeds it all. But
electron. It's a what's it called?
It holds the electromagnetic fields.
Yeah. Like it's a conductor of it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So the nickname for this park, it's professionally known as Maple Hill Park. The nickname for this park, though, is Dead Children's Playground.
Oh.
And yeah, I mean, people who pass by say that they see swings moving on their own, they hear laughing, they catch orbs in pictures of their children, stuff like that. But
Kind of looks like a creepy creepy playground already.
well, the thing is, here's another picture of the playground. You know, just the typical playground.
What's that back there?
What's what?
Look, okay, so if you zoom in all the way, move over to the middle, straight back.
Are you talking about this?
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that's just the shadow from the tree.
probably. It's like it feels like there are people watching you when you're over
Well,
there.
yeah. If you zoomed in here, there's
Right
almost
here?
like faces, and there's like
Oh,
a
in the
face,
limestone, like
a
right
face
here.
right there.
Oh yeah, look at
Another,
that.
Almost
another
right
like
here.
mouth right here,
Yeah.
and then you got some other stuff like happening right there and whatnot.
Right here. Okay, yeah.
Creepy.
The thing is, that's not the creepy part about this, though. Like, the faces and everything. The creepy part about this, in my opinion, is actually the history of it. So, going on to what it looks like. This is the same area. This is right in front of that happy, playful park that we were just looking at.
Oh, no, thank you.
This is the reason why it's called Dead Children's Park. So, according to the legend, many children who died in Huntsville, again, we're talking in Arizona, and this happened during the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic era, they were buried in Maple Hill. And it's adjoining with the playgrounds. Supposedly, the children graves were in the area that the playground was built on, but they were unmarked because of the time period that nobody knew that they were there.
Poltergeist kind of stuff, like doing stuff on an ancient burial ground.
Yeah. And so the spirits of these children are said to come out after dark, run, play, swing, climb, have fun just like they were as if they were still alive.
Right.
And it's true that even as adults, adults even died during this period just because of the Spanish flu and everything. They're seen walking around the playground, kind of like monitoring the kids as if they're like parents watching their children play.
Yeah.
And when people take pictures of their children playing, they see ghost children in the backgrounds of these photos. How real that is, I don't know. I wasn't able to find any kind of pictures of the playground of kids that they've taken. But that also might have just been because, like, the child's a minor. My mom just said dead kids deserve to play too. That's creepy. That's creepy when you think about it that way, but I guess you're right.
Yeah.
One of us. Come play with us.
Yeah, if you actually look up Maple Hill, it's known as a cemetery instead of a park, but that park is still back there.
Creepy,
That's so weird.
You go from this happy, nice looking playground surrounded by limestone to... And because of the limestone, a lot of people say that this is like a portal, and things that are not buried there exist. So, like, demonic entities, stuff like that. So yeah, for that reason, if you know the history of it, that was from last week, the happy playground is not very populated.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. You got to go through a cemetery to get there.
Well, and there's actually the way that this was built, it's like this is the cemetery, or I'm sorry, this is the playground right here.
Uh-huh.
There's a driveway right here so you can go to the playground, and then the cemetery is like right here.
Oh,
So you don't
okay.
necessarily have to go through the cemetery to get to the
Still
playground,
effective,
but
playing
it's
over
still
there. Just imagine playing
exactly.
tag over there.
Yeah, right.
Imagine.
I mean, Ghost in the Graveyard literally has a whole
Oh my
new
god.
has a whole new meaning.
Yeah,
here.
no,
Yeah.
thank you. You have someone touching, like coming up behind you, tag, you're it. Like, what the?
What? No, that's creepy. So that's like super weird. I am not down to clown there.
No. It'd be interesting to go and visit during the day, I think.
For
Take
sure.
a few pictures, do like a few things, but nothing at night.
Well, I mean, like it was really weird. I mean, even just there in the pictures here, like I mean, it could just be the picture we saw or whatever, but that limestone stuff of the
Looks like there's
faces,
people looking like at you.
like when we looked over here and stuff, like I
Like
mean,
over here.
there's the one that's like so clear, and then they kind of like fade off as we get a little bit farther away from like the shadow side. Like there's that one good one near that shadow side, and then there's like just the mouth. Then it kind of looks like it's just like almost slits of eyes over to the right of that. But,
and what's creepy too in like this picture, like people say ignore this.
Okay, so that's still weird though.
But
it looks
like that looks like a whole shadow. Like this you could tell is a person.
Yeah, that's the weird
This
part.
looks like a whole ass shadow.
Is that someone who just took a picture from a distance? It's all good. But is that kid real? Like, is that guy next to him watching the kid? Like,
or even true, is that even a person?
yeah.
Like that's my thing. Like it doesn't like you can tell
there's no feet. There's nothing.
You could tell there's a little girl there. Yeah. But what is we have no comment section commentating.
So what do you guys think? Can you zoom in closer?
To this?
Yeah.
I possibly. No, I don't think so. That's as close as I can get.
There's something weird about that picture, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when you think about this, hold on, let me adjust this.
Yeah, I was like, I think it zoomed in on the wrong.
It
zoomed
definitely
in the wrong
did.
portion of the.
When you look at this isn't the focal point. So it's fair to say if it were like this, or like even like this, it's fair to say that that child is like what you're trying to capture. However, this is a
like
broad
they just
picture.
Took a picture.
Yeah.
Just to take a picture of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, do you guys think that you would ever go visit?
Not for how expensive things are right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's quite a
It's
hefty
just-
travel plan. But I mean, yeah, I'd go to it. I'd hang out there. I'd swing on the swing. You know.
You'd go swing with ghost children.
Yeah, you know, maybe little Tommy Pickles or something is next to me hanging out or something.
Oh
my god. Hilario said, "Hell yeah." Hilario, you'd go visit? How long have we been live for? Oh, we've only been live for 30 minutes.
Got more coming.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Well, what's the next one?
Okay, so this next one, this was the last video. Assuming that we don't see Keith drunk off his ass, falling off a bowl. And so this one's kind of a long one. So if you guys remember from last week, I had that really creepy, what is this kind of video. We all knew it was staged. We all knew that it was very fake, but just like the idea of this figure with like very tall, very long, unhuman-like limbs.
The slender claw.
Yes.
No.
So we're bringing that back.
The slender praying mantis man.
Yes.
That's what he is.
Oh, I didn't like that. Let me tell you, when I was...
Keith, we can't see you.
What?
Look at the video.
Yeah.
Just as long as we don't see the Kraken's ass. Oh no.
Boy. What was I gonna say? The part that creeped me out about that, and like I said, those type of videos are always creepy because I don't like when they do that type of stuff. It's
the long limbs.
Well, yeah, long limbs creep me out. Like, you know what I mean? That long limbs. I don't care about the head full forward, front. You know what I mean? It's the long limbs. You know what I mean? That I don't like messing around.
So how do
you up as a kid too?
Huh?
He messed you up as a kid?
T2?
Terminator 2. The T-1000 with all of his metal liquid arms and like
that's not problem.
That's where it started for me. That is where of like the long extending arms and not trusting people who can do things like that and like just having like just an over he's Slenderman. That was like weird.
That doesn't bother me. It's
so
when
like Slenderman doesn't bother
hands,
you?
like kind of like when they move. Slenderman, no, it doesn't. It looks like he's about to break out in a dance.
What the? Wait, what is this? What the hell? Spider-Man.
Yeah. No. That's Venom. That's Venom.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's Venom.
But see, here's the problem though. Those things with the long limb, and I know there are probably, I don't know if there are actual stories of like people like doing that. You know what I mean? Of like
doing.
I don't know if there's actual like proof of demonic things like that turn out to look like that. Because most of the time when you hear demonic, it's half man, half animal, and most of the time it's a
centaur.
A centaur. You know what I mean? Like that's the part that's kind of a little bit more creepy on edge, and it's like, no thank you. Or the typical, when you come out the shower and it's all dark and it's like,
and you gotta run butt naked from.
Yeah, but the thing is that on the corner, sometimes you question, just like from the movie Insidious, you think someone's on the corner, like, you know what I mean, like watching you, like towering over. No thank you. No.
So what that is, it's like, oh, okay, well, that's problematic. My battery's low. Hold on, I gotta plug in the laptop.
I'll do it. Go ahead.
Okay. So basically what you're talking about, Keith, is like a form of being like a psychic almost. And hold on.
Well, I know for sure I'm not a psychic. But I know lately I've been like, I don't see things, but you can sense something's there. But that also could be my mind playing tricks on myself too. Because let me tell you, like, okay, so the concept that people say, you walk into there are two types of people, right? The first one are the ones you say, hey, there's history on this place. When you go inside, people say there's this. It starts putting into your mind. There could be nothing there. And then there are other people, if you don't tell them anything about it, they're going to, okay, I'm just going to walk in. And then it's their mind that plays tricks on them. So, like, the typical thing is when you see a dark room, yes, your eyes are going to automatically, like, think there's something there. You know what I mean? Or, like, the clothes. I hate that when you put clothes in a certain way and you see it just looking at you and you're like, oh, no, I'm not playing with that. You know what I mean? And you have to go wake up at 2 a.m. and knock it all down and stuff like that. Like, no, yeah.
Or you have a bad dream and you have a dog who likes to get right here in your face and wake you up.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man, that's so funny. My dog, like, runs in her sleep.
Yeah.
She has a nightmare.
Oh, no.
She's like, no, she's all fine.
Oh, no. So,
okay,
let's get into this. This features a girl named Amber. Amber's uncle had just passed away and he left her some property in his will. And in this property, she's only visited it once, but she had to get out because in this property, she started hearing whispering and growling, like something was already living there, but she wasn't
Before
sure.
we get started, what property is this? Is it just like...
It's just like a house.
Just a house?
Yeah, it's like...
I didn't know if it was like a house, an apartment, or if we're talking like big abandoned farmyard and like we have a house and then like a barn or like a garage or something to it too.
This was just like your typical house. It seems like it's a two-story building or a two-story house.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Basic house.
No.
Fair enough.
I just wanted to clarify the property.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Want to make sure.
Okay.
Let's dive into this. There's phones.
That's really disturbing.
So tonight we.
Okay. So, if you want to see that again, yeah. So it's kind of weird looking. It's kind of.
That it?
That's not all.
Oh, okay.
That's not all. There's still more.
Well,
That's
wait,
just the
there's
first.
more.
That's just what she caught. So she submitted it to the guys who do Luxury Dark or Life of Luxury or whatever, the guys who did the last video that you guys saw, and they decided to stay the night at Amber's place. And when they stayed the night, this is what they saw.
Oh, dude, I swear, anything with tunnels or dark long hallways, I'm good. I hate that stuff. Everything always happens at like, oh, there's an orb.
By advertising on YouTube,
Are you
I
kidding
catch
me?
the
I
eye
did
of
this
my
specifically
ideal
so there were
customers
no
at the right
ads.
time.
Okay.
Oh, hell. Cracks breaks the room. Sorry, that's how it is. That's cool. It's singing.
West is coming.
It's not bad. It's a long way.
Okay. So when they woke up, they reviewed this footage. They were kind of like, what is this lady and why is she only there during the night and how did she get in? So they like put up a whole bunch of barricades. They did like a whole bunch of like different things. And they kind of wanted to see what it was and if they saw that lady again. And so they decided to try something else. They spent the night again, but they wanted to try something else during that visit. Where do I want to start? I'm sorry. Right here. Yeah.
No, I'm assuming that's Amber, and that's the guy.
Correct.
Is that a medical bag thing?
Yeah, that was something that they found. They don't really explain how they found it, but they just found it. And now the suitcase is open. Or the trunk. I want you guys to really watch this. Like, sit up and watch this, because this gets interesting right here.
Okay, how did she not wake up from that?
Alright, guys,
So basically, they wake up, they hear all these noises and everything, and they try to go see if she's okay. There's no response. They review the footage, and pretty much they here. They find her in a
If I'm being here all night, you gotta believe me.
Alright, let's go. Come on, let's go. Whoa, he's right there! He's right there! Whoa! Dude, hurry! Hurry! Dude, go! Fuck! Get the car! John! Bro, what was that thing?
I'm just gonna stop it there. They basically get out of the house, they're like, oh my gosh, what was that? They're acting, blah, 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 blah. But what do you guys think?
Her acting good bullet. It was like a terrible horror movie going, I don't know, and you guys gotta believe me. Like,
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
that was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad.
Looks like the same creature from last time.
Different, a little slight
Okay.
design. I don't disagree. Slight design.
Yeah.
Slight design different because it doesn't have really the long limbs. We got two people. We got the ring girl, and then we've got the Slender Man.
The typical one. No, okay. Scary stuff though. There are people who have found out that there are people living in their house.
Oh,
Yes.
And at
for
night,
sure.
they don't know at night when they sneak into their basement
Yo,
or somewhere hiding, or they have like an attic. And when they have the attic, they hide there, and then they come down. They're like, I heard noises, and they're like homeless people or like people who like left the door open and they snuck in. Especially for people who don't check their whole house before they go to bed or anything like that. That's why it's always
Even people who do check their whole house, though, they
Dude.
still have people
Right,
hiding
if
in their,
there's a
like,
big
in their
house.
base. Not even.
the movie Parasite is like has a
yeah, like
like spoilers for that has an entire like subplot about like
yeah.
people just living in your house and you not
Yeah.
knowing about it.
And then there are videos of people who just
Gloria said, Keith, cast them for your movies.
and then there are people who actually like stay in your house and they don't know about it, and then they set up cameras, and then you see them. They don't act crazy like that, but they go in your food, they eat it, they hide, and it's kind of creepy. They're gone by day, but at night they're in your house.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird stuff for sure.
Since we're on that topic, I'm gonna actually bring up one more video.
Okay.
This has to do with that
Great idea.
topic. Let the
Can
Michaels
come from
ad play.
anywhere.
I am really trying to go out of my comfort zone.
But with Michaels, you're
Nor are we
always
sponsored by Luxury
So I kept
Wear.
the-
I just find their videos interesting. This video is only 5 minutes, so I'll just kind of let it play.
Finding food missing in my apartment that I knew I wasn't eating. I confronted my girlfriend who lives with me about it, and she claimed she wasn't eating it. So I decided I'm going to set up a video camera and I'm going to catch her. This is what I found.
Oh, for a second, I thought you caught yourself.
Yes.
Good box.
Congratulations. What's going on Insta?
No, I just have these ones.
Oh, top right. He's crawling out of there.
And I've seen this video. There are no jump scares, so if you guys need to look closer, there's no jump scares. It's not gonna scare the shit out of you. it real?
Gross.
Drinking from the carton.
It's someone you don't know.
Chilling. Just watching TV. Which, how do you not hear the TV? Unless she has it on mute.
Probably was on mute.
Mute, low volume. I mean, like.
Depends how heavy the sleep they guys are and how far their kitchen is from.
Fair enough, yeah.
Right, because to be fair, this looks more than like just a studio kind of apartment. Like it clearly looks like there is a kitchen connected to like a front room, living room kind of thing, and then you would assume, at least from here, the way we see here, yeah, bedrooms are on the complete opposite side.
Well, and what I find interesting about this, like, you never see her go back up in this part.
So
like,
she might know other hiding spots in that house.
Yeah, which is creepy to think about in your own house. And now this guy is grabbing juice that this lady just drank from. Yeah, she peed in his sink.
She was hiding under the couch. This is the only guy who I see walks in complete darkness. Like, if she wanted to attack him.
Well, I'm questioning the light that we see on the cabinet there, because there's clearly a light.
Well, it's from the camera.
Right. Could be, probably. That's what I'm thinking.
A window.
No, because she has a reflection, or not a reflection, a shadow. So I don't think it's from the camera.
So it could be the moonlight, like or like a street
but
light.
It could be. What I'm getting at is that there's clearly a light of some kind, because like there's a darkness in the center, which makes me feel it's like a bulb or like some other additional light pointing that way, because he wants the kitchen to be illuminated.
Right. Okay.
Because think about it, at night he wants at least some sort of light, whether it be dim a little bit. Now we see her crawling back up.
Yeah.
But we see something there for it, you know. Then like here's the morning, like we can actually see the color. It's not even like probably.
We don't know how deep that wall goes into yet.
Well, if you look, like estimate.
You
the
might
depth.
still be able to kind of see her right here. Even.
Yeah, she could be. Yeah, but she wouldn't be that close because sometimes might be like, well, I see.
Yeah, so that's a thing. That's anytime I hear like people talking about like other people living in their house and them not knowing, that's what I think of.
Yeah,
so check on your bed is actually a real thing.
Yeah, that is. That's really creepy. I don't know, like how it's spooky, it's creepy. You definitely don't want that happening to you. The thing is that it like probably actually could happen a little bit more often than like one would actually think.
Well, I mean, it's easy. You know, people sneak in. Homeless person. I mean, squatters come in your house. You don't pay attention. They know your house better than you do.
Yeah.
They find the smallest.
Especially if you just move into somewhere.
Exactly. If it's a newly moved in house, you don't know what the original person.
Is this considered to be squatting? I would think so, because you're unwanted.
Right. It's not your house. And some people who move through their house, they don't do like a full examination of the house, like to make sure everyone's
You should.
But that's why they always say change your locks. Once you buy that house, change them. Do a full sweep of the house. And make sure everything's good.
Sometimes, though, even changing the locks didn't do enough, because, like, look at Sears.
Well, yeah, that's different, though. But
So, to give a little bit of background, because, I mean, we just met. I used to work at Spirit Halloween in Chicago Ridge.
Okay.
And it was in this building for Sears, and it was a 2-level store when Sears was in operation. Spirit, however, was just like a little, like maybe I'm gonna say 25 square foot space,
Mhm.
bigger, maybe 100 square foot space, but it wasn't very big. And so we had somebody living in our building, and we couldn't get him out. We changed the locks, we changed the alarm codes and everything for everybody. And we actually added more security, like more alarms and everything. Granted, they were broken half the time, but the ones that actually worked, we added new ones in different areas. And like whoever was living there knew how to get around them. Like even not knowing the extra step of security that we added, he knew how to get around them to the point where Chicago Ridge Police Department couldn't even catch him. Like they were convinced that they were chasing a ghost. But we found like fresh food, we found lit cigarettes, we found lit blunts, fresh soda, stuff like that. So we knew it was a person. We just didn't know how he was getting in.
Wow.
And he managed to sneak past one of the employees at one point. He came out of the wall, and like the employee was literally like,
Like,
okay,
"Bro, I'm here."
no,
Coming out of the
he
wall
just like
kind of
he just
thing.
like walked calmly out of the wall, and like the employee like walked straight past the employee, and was just like, the employee was just like, what the hell? And then he came and told us, the employee did, and myself and the store manager were just like, okay, we're gonna like put somebody here specifically, so if this person tries to sneak back again, we'll be good. We can actually catch the guy. And we had a camera pointing towards that entrance. It was the only entrance going into the back of the store. We didn't catch him on camera. We didn't catch him like physically, but somehow that night he got back in. And I'm like, how? How are you doing this? Hilario said that would never happen to my house. I feel like Hilario would come out with a gun.
No, he has
Same thing
two
with
dogs.
you.
He has 2 dogs too, and those dogs don't play games. His dogs do not play.
What if that happened here, Keith?
There's a lot of things that's gonna happen. One, I think it'll be kind of fun.
Ace?
No, I'll just have fun.
Do you guys want to talk about anything else?
I'm still hungover, so I'm still kind of like,
I'm falling into the ground.
Processing.
yeah, I'm still processing, so I'm sitting here like zoning out, and I'm like, you know what I mean?
You're
Like,
just chilling.
yeah,
You're
I'm
just
chilling.
there.
I'm like, I'm still tired. Like, I feel like crap. And then, but I think next week we'll have something. I'll make sure I
Next week we're
I
gonna.
won't be hammered. We'll have actually good content next week. This week was a little bit different.
This was fun.
I mean,
I had fun.
This was good. Next week we'll get more into more. We'll find more videos because
I'll be calling it in next week though.
Yes. You want to explain that a little bit?
Oh yeah, I just I have a family and my wife.
He has a wife.
My wife works, and so I won't be here physically like I have been. But like last episode, we had a couple of people call in and stuff. So yeah, when I'm not physically here, I'm definitely going to be calling in and everything like that. So I'm super excited for all of this.
We're gonna find some good stuff.
This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Getting closer towards Halloween. We have still got a month stuff ahead, but I want to get into more like cool stuff, like talking about the Ed and Lorraine Warrens,
Yes.
and you know what I mean, like those, like that stuff, and it's yeah. I'm like I said, words. My mind is trying to think, but
So I see Hilario's comment, and I'm assuming this is what he's replying to when I said, "Do you want to talk about anything else?" He said tunnels under Chicago Ridge Mall.
There's a lot of tunnels under a lot of malls.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's kind of like the Disney park like idea of like like pulling back the curtains a little bit, but like that's how Disney gets that's how all their cast members go from point A to point B, is that there's secret tunnels underneath every single park that allows them and their characters and all that stuff to not be hounded basically by random guests and everything like that.
That's a topic that I'm going to bring up actually next week, I think, because Disneyland has a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Well, I know. I mean, I can tell you right now, at least here in Chicago. I don't know about Chicago Ridge, but I know one of my buddies is a 399 Union guy, and he was working in the tunnels underneath Ford City, and he found 2 bikes.
Really?
Yeah, 2 actual like mounted bikes down there. Like, I would call them like no more than like 5 years old.
Oh my god.
Like readily. They seemed pretty good in the pictures he showed me. He was like, "Hey, dude, look, check out what I found at work." And I was like, "You have one of the craziest jobs. One day you're on a skyscraper, the next day you're underneath a tunnel of Ford City finding bikes. Like, oh my god."
I know Chicago Ridge. I've never seen the tunnels of Chicago Ridge, but I've been in the back hallways because I work in the mall. And I mean, going into Sears specifically, let's start there. There were panels like wall panels missing, so you could just get. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. I just look over and you're just zoned. But you could get into different stores because of these panels missing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, does that not worry anybody else? And then, like, also too, when you go through, so like right next to Sears, right? My store is literally right outside of that. Not Sears, Kohl's. There's an exit door that'll take you literally anywhere you want in that like chunk of the building, and there's shit back there all the time. Like we've kicked out homeless people back there. We've kicked out people trying to legitimately throw a party in the hallway because they think, oh, it's cool. Let's throw a party at Chicago Ridge Mall, and security has kicked out people who have not necessarily homeless, but people who are trying to sneak into the mall, like just to hang out after hours, and like try and break in. Not whether they're trying to break in or not, like we don't know, but it's like you can only assume. Like, why do you need to stay in the mall at night?
So, funny story about that. I know odd defense to it.
Oh, jeez.
At least Chicago Ridge Mall has a movie theater.
Yes, they do.
So I have absolutely gone to a movie late at night, and when I late at night in high school, and for whatever reason,
Walk the mall.
Because it would be one of those things like we would go to the mall to hang out, and then we'd be seeing a movie like an hour or two later. So it's like we actually parked on
enough.
one side, let's call it for Ridge Mall, just for reference and stuff. We would have parked on the Ridgeland Avenue side, but the theater is on the other side of the mall. So like exiting out of there, like that's a huge walk around, and like
no, it is.
We're lazy. I can go through through the mall and like end up on the other side, and that's what we would do. And I have absolutely been yelled at by like security being like, "What are you doing wandering?" I'm like, if you don't want people wandering back here, like close off the food court, like gate that off, and then it's like, okay, hey, nobody else is walking around or whatever.
Well, and what they've started doing now, they started like doing ropes like along like certain areas of the mall.
Okay.
So like in the morning, the mall walkers, they can only go in certain areas, which is cool and all, until you get to the back hallways. I mean, those doors are not locked either from the inside or the outside.
So it's like real, like, again, I'm bringing up Terminator 2 twice today.
Yeah.
So it's like really like Terminator 2 when he's walking with the roses and he's like I need to find John Connor. Like, do you know this boy? And the best thing ever, John Connor's best friend in it is just lying to the cop, just instinctually just being like, nah, bro, I don't know you. I don't know this guy. And then quickly running like, dude, cop, get out of here. Like,
through the back hallway, yeah.
That's a best friend right there. Always got your back.
We should do an overnight in Chicago Ridge Mall. Come on, Keith, you have the pull.
No, I'm not going.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
We can go say hi to Jerome.
No.
Jerome is what we named the guy that lived in Sears.
Oh.
Shadow behind you. Dude, you said that last podcast, too. I rewatched it. There's nothing behind me. And also, too, this is a neighbor's backyard, so if you see things walking, it's most likely a neighbor.
Yeah. But their light will go on.
Oh, that's true. Well,
so if you see something over there and it's not moving, then let's see.
There was something. Oh, going back to the whole Disneyland thing.
Mm-hmm.
Those tunnels, like, I know off the top of my head, have some pretty deep crap that happens in them. Like, to the point where, like, characters and actors and all that like have actually died in the tunnels on their way to the next like station wherever they're supposed to be in the costumes.
Yeah.
And like fun fact, if you die and you're in like a well, this is really morbid, but if you're like on the floor, right? On the floor meaning like in the parks, interacting with people, whatever. If especially think of it on like a hot day. If you're in like a big costume, a big head costume is what they call them, like Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, stuff like that, and you die from heat exhaustion, die from just because you're old and they decided to put that 50-pound costume on you, die because of whatever reason, they will sit your body up on a bench just kind of like hanging out like this so people can come take pictures with you. Like, that's as morbid as you can get. That 100%, like, I fact-checked it. That is real.
Oh my god, that's wild.
So, if you have a picture with a big head character sitting on a bench, hate to break it to you, they may not be there.
That's wild.
I don't believe that.
Fact-check it.
I don't believe it. No.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's
illegal, and I don't believe it.
Well, and they cannot pronounce anybody dead they don't pronounce anybody dead on Disney grounds. They're always dead after the ambulance leaves. And that's just to have, like, Disney be, like, this clean area of, like, oh, no, we've never had anybody die here. We've never had anybody hurt here. Well, they're not necessarily, pronounced dead on scene. So, I mean, yeah, technically, Disney's never had anybody die in their theme parks, just after the theme park. It is weird. I can come up with just random facts. But I see that we're hitting over an hour at this point. So is there anything else you guys want to add?
I ain't go to sleep.
I've got nothing, but...
Alright, so next podcast, Jimmy won't be here. Keith won't be, I don't know what state he's in, but he won't be this. And we'll have some better stuff going on. Next podcast, you want to do a trip next week?
I don't know. We'll talk about after camera. Talk about trivia.
Okay. So we're gonna sign off.
I gotta show the video.
Oh, bull riding. I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh.
Bull riding.
Bull riding. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Dude, let me tell you, that thing was nuts. I went on it 5 times.
That's wild.
Alright, so this is Keith riding the bull. Turn the shit all the way up.
Mind you, I was already drunk. I was hammered.
He was very drunk at this point. This
is hilarious. So this was at the block party last night? Oh my god, you guys got bug wild.
I should have filmed it the other way, but I didn't. I was tired.
Lasted longer than I would have.
Getting smacked in the head with the bull when you fall off.
Oh yeah, because you're just like, wow, finally.
Yeah, you're like, oh, and then you just fall right over. But mind you, I did it one more time. But that one time, I tried jumping onto the bull because there's a plate around it. I flew right off the bull. Like, it didn't even start. Like, I just missed it. Have you remember from Rush Hour when he slid on the car and he completely missed the car? That's how I felt. Like, I just flew and it was like, flop, and they're like, oh, no, thank you. I was good. I was done. I couldn't handle it. No. Oh my gosh.
So that was Keith bull riding. I think that was the scariest thing we've seen all night.
Oh man, I don't know about scariest, but that was definitely the best thing I've seen all night. I loved it. I loved it so much. It was so great, dude.
That was messed up.
All right.
I couldn't handle that, man. Like, holy cow! Like my back, like I felt bad for my neighbor because he's like 65 years old. Jumped on the bull and made his way down. I saw him this morning. He got on the bull twice. Got thrown off twice. Made his way down. He was holding onto that railway for dear life when he was coming down his porch. And I said, "You okay?" And he was like, yeah, I'm good." I'm like, "You want some icy hot?" No, I'm good. I'm good. But let me tell you that tequila will mess you up. Like, I took one shot and I was already sweating.
Yeah.
I was sweating like crazy.
Tequila don't make you sunrise, man. Just saying. Everyone's like, tequila sunrise, but they don't make you sunrise.
They make you go to sleep.
They make you go to sleep, and they make you difficult to rise the next day.
Yeah, they do. And then you had a bull on top of that. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right, guys, we are done for this week. Tune in next week where we are going to have better videos, more videos, and possibly an adventure. All right.
We're going on an adventure.
All right, bye.